Hello and welcome to another session of Karen's Colours. I'm Dr. Karen and these are my colour conversations. In this session, we'll be examining another one of those monthly readings for your birthday month. So let me firstly welcome those of you who've been following this series. And if you're new here, you're also welcome. And if you like what you hear, you might like to subscribe. It's free. This month, because I can, I've decided to add some oracle cards, and the ones I've chosen for this month are Doreen Virtue's Life Purpose. Might not apply to everybody, but these are general readings, and so if you take what resonates with you, maybe come back another time and listen if it doesn't quite click straight away. Anyway, enjoy. This is a colour reading for people born in May for the month of June 2025. And we'll begin by selecting an oracle card. So we'll take that and pop it here, and hopefully it will tie the entire reading together. Now, we want a colour reading for people born in May to see what will happen in June 2025. Right. The energy you bring with you into the month is purple on grey. The energy at the major part of the month is purple on cyan. And the energy with which you leave the month is white on grey. And the underlying energy is orange on orange. Now, looking at this reading, we can see that there are three colours that are duplicated. Firstly, we have grey as the underlying need or drive that brings you into the month and continues as that need or drive as you leave the month of June. Then we have purple as the action that you take as part of the energy with which you enter the month. It also continues as the action throughout the majority of the month. We also have orange on orange. Orange on orange is one of those special cards that always acts as a bit of a warning. When we have the same colour acting as the action and as the motivator for that action, there is stuckness about the same colour top and bottom. What you feel like doing is exactly what you then go about doing. There is very little in the way of variety that's available to you. But this underlying energy impinges the entire month. Orange internally is a need or a drive or a motivation that deals with needing to have confidence, to be courageous, to stand up and be counted, to do something to overcome a crisis. And in the real world, there are many crises that you are needing to overcome. Now, orange on orange is also a combination that deals with the tarot card known as the Page of Wands. So it's a message. It's a message of be on your guard, of something happening swiftly, calamitously. Potentially, it's a danger signal. It's also a signal to say that you are able to survive those dangers, because the Page of Wands ultimately, as a symbol of warning, enables you to gather your wits together, to think and to act in unison in order to overcome whatever that warning is about. And this is what permeates the entire month of June for you. It's surviving whatever is thrown at you. Well, you begin the month with a certain degree of uncertainty, confusion, seeing too many directions. It is a state of not having much clarity. But in the real world, what we have here as your action or your reaction to this lack of clarity is that there are major changes about to occur, some quite dynamic changes. Purple is the color of healing, but it's also the color of destruction. Now, basically, if you need something healed, it's because it's already been destroyed. So in effect, what you're bringing with you into the month of June is an ability to see too many points of view, and that causes you to need to make major changes within your life. And in making those changes, to also create something different. By the middle of the month, that destructive creative energy continues on, but now it comes as a result of feeling quite pleased and contented with what it is that you have achieved. So whatever was back here, whatever made you doubt yourself, whatever caused that confusion, now has come through to, I'm quite happy with what the results are of what I did back here, and I will continue doing them. Interestingly, cyan and orange are almost opposites on the color wheel. Orange is needing to survive a crisis. Cyan is blissfully aware that all crisis has been averted and things are now calm. But that calmness can also be a case of stagnation, because purple and cyan together form the basis of the tarot card known as the Four of Cups. Lots of things have been lost. They've been lost because of what has happened back here and the crises that have permeated throughout the month of June. But at the same time, there is also the ability to recognize, provided that you do so, that there is still something remaining, that not everything has been lost. There is a peace, a harmony, a contentment that is potentially there if you can overcome the drama and crisis and destruction of the purple in the real world. By the end of the month, things have changed entirely. You're feeling washed out, to feel as though your world is now empty. Something has gone. These dramatic changes, this catastrophe that occurs as a result of having to deal with drama, with crisis, now is totally gone. And in its place, internally, you still have that same sense of standing in the middle of a paddock and not really knowing which direction to go in, because any direction is as good as any other. Down here, you know that crisis is something that you can avert by acting confidently. Here, you know that peace and harmony can be restored by overcoming the drama and the catastrophes that occurred up here and being able to create healing. Here, there is very little knowledge, because right now the world, in the real world, seems to be fairly empty. But this is also opportunity to rewrite your history, to rewrite your future. You don't have to continue on the path of destruction, creation, surviving whatever that destruction and creative energy gives you. Here, you're able to take all of the knowledge from the past, recombine it into something that is a middle ground, and head off in a totally new direction. This is new life, but new life that has not yet been written. So let's have a look at what is missing. There is no black, but you do have white. There's no red or yellow. You don't have green or blue or brown. You do have orange, you have grey, you have purple. There's no pink, but you do have cyan up there. So these skills here are the ones that determine what it is that you will be doing, and doing easily enough throughout the month of June. These skills over here, unfortunately, are not present. And because none of these are present, you're actually not allowing yourself to take advantage of the skills that these envisage. So black is all about getting in contact with your psychic self, taking time out. Red is about creating the sort of energy that allows you to be dominant, to take authority upon yourself and to lead your own life. Yellow is all about enjoyment, but it's also about learning. Green is about taking advantage and changing your values about the things that you want and desire in life. Blue is all about being able to understand what it is that is required of you and to carry out those duties fairly faithfully. Brown is all about setting goals that will enable you to move forward and also developing the skills that are necessary to make those dreams come true. And finally, pink is all about vulnerability and love and also accepting help from others. So the idea is that we take the one colour that is most appealing and then the one colour that is least appealing and put those into your life in some way. And when you do so, you'll find that the drama and crisis that accompanies the orange and the purple, the confusion and the lack of direction that accompanies the grey and white will all change, will lead you into a different direction. So let's see what the oracle has to say about this. The card is children. Your life's purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. The helping of children, helping the future, will enable you to move forward and feel good about the things you do in life. It's a lovely message to take with you through the month of June. So that's it for your birthday month for the month of June 2025. I hope you've gotten something out of this reading that is of benefit to you. And if you follow along with the advice given, maybe, just maybe, your month of June will turn out to be far more wonderful than you expected. In the meantime, may the colours of your life bring you joy, happiness, and all of those wonderful things that you want for yourself. Until next time, bye.